Hello everybody and welcome back to Dr. Ghost Games. Today we're going to be playing some World of Warships Legends, and yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Let's head on over to the Wheel of Names and spin the wheel and see what we are going to be playing today. So that's right, we're going to be playing something off the wheel. I'm going to let the wheel decide our fate here, and it looks like we are going to be playing the GENOVA. Okay, GENOVA, Tier 4 Italian cruiser. This is a premium cruiser, so there you go. Let's go ahead and play the GENOVA. So I'm gonna head on over to it and do a little short review, if you will, and show you guys what the GENOVA is all about. Okay, so I know off the top of my head the GENOVA has pretty decent guns. The only problem with these guns is they're really long reloading. So you got 8-inch guns at tier 4, but they take like literally a century to reload. I'll just show you guys what I'm talking about. So if we go on over to the artillery, you've got 8-inch guns, but you've got freaking 18 seconds of reload, which is absolutely atrocious. However, if you quickly notice, look at the SAP maximum damage and look at the AP shell maximum damage. These shells hit like freaking trucks, okay? They hit like freight trains. So if you can manage to live with the 18-second reload, I'm sure you can have a decent time. Now, for the survivability, we've got 30,000 hit points. The torpedoes, you've got actually 4 on each side of the ship that go out to 8 kilometers, and they do 51 knots. They're super slow, and yeah. Now, the AA defense is non-existent. Do not depend on it. The maneuverability, I've got 35.5 knots. 660-meter turning circle radius with an 8.6-second rudder shift. For the concealment, now this is where the ship is actually kind of really good, is look at the concealment. For a heavy cruiser, 9 kilometers at tier 4 is kind of broken, not gonna lie. Detectability when ship is on fire is 11 kilometers. Detectability range by air, 5.6. Detectability after firing main guns by air is 9.7. And detectability by air while on fire is 8.6, and the guaranteed, of course, is 2 and 5.1 while firing in smoke. Okay, take a look at the armor. This thing has really bad armor. As you guys can see, it's got 16 millimeters all over the place. If you take that away and just look at the Citadel is very big. So you really want to be watching yourself out on the high seas. You've got the maneuverability and the speed to dodge incoming shells and whatnot. You want to be doing everything in your power to limit the amount of people shooting you. Okay, that's kind of how cruisers are meant to be played, regardless of what cruiser you're playing. So, all right, let's go and take a look at the commander. We've got Luigi Sansonetti, we've got Nikolai Kuznetsov, and Francesco Membelli as inspirations. We've got Aegis beyond range. Before it's too late, I'm actually going to put on igniter. Actually, we don't actually have freaking. Let's put on home run because we don't have HE. And we, well, this doesn't matter, so we're going to put on home run for the extra torpedo range. This should increase my torpedo range out to 9 kilometers, I believe. We've got subtle manipulations. We've got fixated, and we've got refill station. He's a legendary 2 rank 16 captain, and with all that being said, let's go ahead and play a game here and see what freaking happens. Now, like I said, you want to be trying to limit the amount of people shooting you. You don't want to be the center of attention, essentially, in cruisers like this, okay? Cruisers that have pretty poor armor, you want to just try not to be the center of attention, if that makes sense, okay? Now, utilizing your firepower is exactly what you want to be doing in any cruiser, and no matter if your armor is good or bad, okay? So we're just going to go in here and see what happens. Remember these kind of videos where I just spin the wheel and let the ships get chosen automatically by luck and chance? These videos are all one takes, which means whatever happens, happens, okay? If I die at the beginning, if I live, if I win, I lose, I get absolutely obliterated, or I obliterate the enemy team, no matter what happens in this game, it's gonna go up on the channel, okay? So just keep that in mind. It gives you a little bit of a taste of what what potentially I deal with and on a regular basis. Okay, so these are quite the unfiltered videos. They're one takes, essentially. So just keep that in mind. Not every one of these games are going to be fantastic, essentially. That's exactly what I'm warning you guys about. I'm not nitpicking or cherry picking my games, okay? Anyway, enough jibber jabber and the disclaimer out of the way. Let's go ahead and just see what we can go ahead and do. Now, The reload is just, yeah, I mean, as you guys can see, horrible reload. I think it does need a little bit of a buff, personally. I mean, come on, for 8-inch guns, 20-second reload, that's ridiculous. But, hey, you know, it is what it is. So, we're going to come out here and see what we can do. We're switching over to the SAP, and we're going to see if we can't come around here and just smack people around. Now, we are in a Tier 5 lobby, which is really unfortunate. If I was top tier, I would have a much probably easier time, but I'm not, so we're really just going to have to try our best in this game and see what happens. So we got Queen Elizabeth heading over to that side of the map. I don't know what the other ships are over there. And we got an Emil Burton. I'm not even going to bother taking a shot at him because, well, he is going to be out of my range by the time the shells get there, so it's just a wasted shot no matter what. But we're going to come over here to Alpha and see if we can't get into this cap and maybe sneak a cap off. Now, notice there are a few destroyers in this game, so we got to be keeping an eye out for those guys. Now, all 3 of those battleships are on that side of the map, so we can quickly get into Alpha, take out this destroyer that's up here. As you guys can see, Alpha is getting captured. We might be able to, you know, get out of here scot-free, essentially. So we're going to see what we can do. Now, we got the Farragut right here. He's 5 kilometers away. So we are going to pop our sonar because he might be sending torpedoes. And we just absolutely obliterated him with the SAP. We just hit him for 8,000 damage with the semi-armor piercing. As you guys can see, the SAP is no joke on this ship. It's fantastic. So you really, as any ship, you want to be careful when taking hits from this thing, man. Yeah, it's got a long reload, but man, when these guns hit where they need to, they are disgusting on so many different levels. Now, we got an Omaha out here. Not too worried about him. Now, this Farragut is actually spotted to my sonar. We are going to be able to absolutely take him out. Down he goes. That's our first kill of the game. Next up on the chopping block, we got the Isakaze. As you guys can see, he is just going pretty much broadside. We're gonna wait for all 8 of our guns to reload and absolutely send him to the Shadow Realm. Whooponk! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, my God. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is what the potential of SAP is, okay? That was absolutely disgusting. We just took out 2 of their 3 destroyers in under a minute. That is just, wow. That's just unbelievable. But that right there shows the potential of these 8-inch guns. And as you guys can see there, we just got 6 penetrations on the Omaha for 7,000 damage. I mean, we're just absolutely smacking people with these 8-inch guns. They are nasty. I cannot say that enough. And we're going to keep on popping shots out as much as we possibly can and just pounding this guy here. He's not having a whole lot of fun right now, let me tell you. We're going to send some torpedoes out there just for the shits and giggles of it. And we're going to wait for our guns to reload and hopefully take out this Omaha here. I should probably load AP, but man, the SAP is just fine enough. I mean, as you guys can see, wabonk. Oh, man. That's our 3rd kill of the game right there. We just killed a Farragut, we killed an Isakaze, we killed an Omaha. Now we got a New Mexico to deal with. New Mexico just took a shot with his 14-inch guns. We got overpen, thankfully. So we are A-okay for the time being. We're going to go unspotted, because remember, we got good concealment. So I do not want to be taking any more, you know, American 14-inch rounds. Let me tell you, remember, we only got 16 millimeters of armor everywhere, and remember in the armor viewer portion, our freaking Citadel is gigantic. So we do not want to be taking any more hits that could potentially send us to the Shadow Realm, if you know what I mean, okay? So just keep that in mind. Now, we are going to just spit some torpedoes out here as much as we possibly can. We're going to close the distance. I'm going to take a risk just by trying to get these torpedoes off. I mean, we're going to be getting detected any time here, so we got to be ready for that. This guy's name is also Some Old Fart. That's hilarious. I love the name. That is absolutely hilarious. But we're going to just see if we can't just get away with some things here and potentially just absolutely smack this New Mexico around a few times. Now we're turning in here and we should be okay. No, we're not. We just got smacked. Unfortunately, it is what it is. We're going to go bow on and make ourselves as narrow as humanely possible here to hopefully avoid getting absolutely nuked. And just like that, we avoid a majority of his shots there, so we are A-okay for the time being. We got a Tennessee over here. Now, I don't usually recommend brawling battleships in a frickin' in a tier 4 cruiser with no armor, but sometimes, you know, you just got to do it just for the shits and giggles when there's nobody left really on the enemy team to put up much of a fight. I mean, our team has gone absolutely berserk up to this point, so I'm not too worried if I die here. So, you know, it is what it is, but we're gonna see if we can't still just test our luck and just do things to this New Mexico. New Mexico just shot his back guns off, so we're gonna swing our back guns around and see if we can't just, once again, smack him around even more with our 8-inch SAP here. I mean, as you guys can see, we're getting some pretty decent damage. He is angled, so we're not going to get as much decent damage, but we're still getting some damage. So that is something to keep in mind. We're going to see if we can't finish him with the back guns, and just like that, that's our 4th kill of the game. And now we got a Tennessee and a Queen Elizabeth to worry about. All we need to do is kill one more person, and we win this game. I mean, look at the points in the top, chat. Look at, chat. Look at the points. Yeah, we're done. I mean, that's the game right there. I called you guys chat. Sorry, I just got done with the live stream not too long ago, but I hope you all did enjoy this video nonetheless. I mean, hey, 48,000 damage, that's not the greatest, but I mean, we did a lot, you know, in terms of killing those destroyers and just going around doing things, man. We only did 48,000 damage, but look where we placed. We were top in a tier 4 in a tier 5 lobby. I mean, that's how you do it right here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, tier 5 lobby, top in a GENOVA tier 4 cruiser. I will frickin' take it, man. 366,000 credits earned, 6,600 XP, 1,700 global XP, and 14,000 commander XP. And if we take a look here, we got 53 main battery hits. We got 2 incapacitations, 4 kills, 1 set on fire with our secondaries. There you go. 1 defense ribbon, 7 defense ribbons, 1 capture ribbon, and yeah, a devastating strike as well on that Isakaze. But that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the GENOVA. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this ship. Do you guys have it? Do you guys not have it? I mean, it's pretty decent. I will tell you that much. But nonetheless, everybody, that's going to go ahead and do it for this video. I will catch you all on the next one. Peace out. Stay healthy, as always.